Ever notice that stores always seem to price their items ending with a 99, 97, or a 95? It's called charm pricing, and it's a strategy that's based on the belief that the price of something has a psychological impact on us. Prices elicit emotional responses and therefore can be manipulated to more favorable outcomes. There's actually a ton of research on this. So today we're going to talk all about how companies do this, the different strategies they use and why, and we'll talk about how it might affect your bottom line as a consumer. Welcome to the Ready Set Life YouTube channel. My name is Brittany and I am a millennial financial coach who makes videos all about taking the fear out of finance. Make sure to hit that like button if you enjoy this video and subscribe with that notification bell turned on if you haven't already. I put out new videos every single Thursday and you don't want to miss them. Historians can't exactly pinpoint how long this trend has been around, but according to a 2018 episode of CBC's Under the Influence, this pricing phenomenon is trackable as far back as 1875. That's a long history, and no wonder stores are sticking to it. It works. Countless studies have actually proved these theories over and over again. I am completely fascinated by these pricing models. It seems so silly that people would just ignore logic and change their likelihood of purchasing an item based on an arbitrary number change. But I do it too. I catch myself picking up items priced at 97 or 99 over even number ones all the time. Odd pricing just seems more normal to me. So, why does whole number pricing seem so weird? Let's get right into the details. A large part of this pricing model actually has to do with something called the left digit effect. Our brains read from left to right, which means that we automatically judge pricing by the whole number of digits on the left, sort of ignoring those leftover cents on the right. If everything is based off that left number, you'll be choosing your products based on whatever number is lower. This works because of anchoring. Our eyes register that left number, and our brain anchors the rest of the numbers to that one, instead of converting it to the number that it's really close to. So, $5.99 turns into, well, that's pretty much $5, instead of, well, that's 1 cent away from $6. This especially works in situations where the decision is minimal. If you're buying something that you don't really have to put a lot of thought into, you're relying on those unconscious triggers to make your choices. So what about other weird types of pricing? The $3.69s or the $8.49s? With these prices, the theory works the same. It's that first number that we pay attention to. And there's a bit of a story why this type of pricing might have started, which goes that it was to force the cashier to give change, meaning the register would have to open to give change, forcing the cashier to actually record the sale, rather than putting an item at an even numbered amount like $5 or $10, in which the cashier could just easily pocket that money. Now, I don't know how much of that is actually true. It seems like a bit of a tall tale to me, but I thought that I would mention it here anyway. Some retailers also use the last digit of the product price to indicate how far along it's been discounted. For example, a store could discount in percentage increments of 15, 30, 50, and then 70, and then have prices reflecting that discounting process. So, prices ending in 6 or 8 would be recognized as 15% off the price and therefore marked down again in the next pricing cycle. Whereas prices, say, ending in a 4 might be recognized as 70% off and are not going to be discounted any further. This is true for some stores and not for others, which I know can be confusing. On top of that, stores that do use this method are all different. So it's not necessarily true that all the prices ending in 4 would be the last possible discount for each store. I've seen some pretty detailed articles from people who seem to have figured out the strategies for certain chains, so I'll link those down below. But unfortunately, a lot of them are US specific, so sorry Canadians. There's also this super weird obsession with the number 9. And oddly enough, there's actually scientific research to back it up. In a 2003 experiment conducted by the University of Chicago and MIT, it was found that the use of the number 9 in pricing actually did have an effect on the demand for that product. To figure it out, they did a series of manipulations on the price of certain items and tracked the uptake. In one experiment, they took a woman's dress and studied the purchasing data when the price was $34, $39, and $44. The dress sold better at $39 even though it was the middle number. They also found that 9 had a lesser effect on sales cues. So if a store is putting up something on sale, it would be more effective to price it without a 9 so that shoppers are actually more trustful of the deal. This is a study from 2003, so I don't know how much has changed since then, and no one knows exactly why this magical number 9 is so effective. But it is a super interesting phenomenon. Seriously, take a look at the Apple Store right now. Every major product that they're selling ends in a 9. Another theory that I wanted to add into the mix is the tax theory. A lot of restaurants or small town service providers price their items so that when the tax adds, it's an even bill. For example, with a 15% tax added on $8.70, it becomes a flat $10. It can make it easier for workers or servers to do their job, and easier for the customer to pay, especially if items include taxes on their price tags. Are you more likely to buy something if there's a 9 in the price tag? Let me know in the comments down below. If you like this video, make sure to let me know by hitting that like button. You might also like a video that I did not too long ago on the psychology of supermarkets. I'm gonna link that over on the side here so you can check it out. If you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? Hit that button and ring that bell. I put out new videos every single Thursday and I'd love for you to join us. Until next time, I'm wishing you great financial health. Bye!